Two persons in our midst. Number one is the LSS president, Mr. Kayo Taiwo Matthew. Please a big round of applause for him. And also Miss Zaina Afolabi of Olisa Agbakobo Liga. Yeah, I know. Oh, please a big round of applause for her. I'm sorry that I don't have name. I'm trying to pronounce. Let me just give up. All right. We'll be going to the panel session right about now, but just before that, I want to do a very short giveaway. Now, I have quite a number of gifts that I've brought. I know I said I'm not begging people, but you know, as you going for, I'm begging you to collect my gift. Why? It's not fair. Say because I'm not a teacher. Anyways, still, I'm not going to beg. I myself, I have pride small. So we'll be doing something. I want just 3 people. I have some body accessories. I think I have a spray, I have a body mist, I have a perf. If you know that you are interested in any of the above things that I have mentioned, please come out. Just 3 people, the first 3 people. Photo, chop knuckle. Don't worry. In fact, for coming out, I have something for you. Effect in that gives the banner. Thank you so much for coming out, man. God bless you. That's for coming out. Number 2. Okay, one more person. Number 3. And you don't mean it. Wow. I should have done this a long time ago. Wow. Alright, let's just very quickly. Yeah. On top of you have to be very fast. Now, I know that many of us watch movies, Abi. Now this game, I never said it's going to be easy. Movie or series in the house. Can I see your hands up? Oh, good. Now you want to come out. Now you want to go. We are not coming out. Give me the title of the movie that you watched.
How to Get Away with Murder.
Please, a round of applause for this lady. Good. I like that answer. You know why? That is my favorite series of all time. Thank you very much. How to Get Away with Murder. You can have this one. God bless. A round of applause for her. That you want to get away with murder. Have you watched it? I think it's easy to watch a series. Yes. So that said, you are going to be doing something for me. You are going to mention a character from How to Get Away with Murder. The person's name in real life. Let me give you example. In 7 Doors, what was the name of Kabiyesi? Example, Marvel movie. They're good. So have you watched? Let's even start from that. Have you watched How to Get Away with Murder?
No, sir. No.
It's going. Alright. Which law movie have you watched? But you don't know the title. It's compiled. It's together, but you don't know the title. Murder Mystery. It's murder, and there's a lot of things that's murder mystery now. Oh, the name of the movie is Murder Mystery. Okay, that's a mystery. Alright, Yoko. You can't remember. Yoko. It's Korean. See, I know it's law school. It's still law school. Which one is it? You're from Boys Korean. In fact, you are saying that is Korean people watch. You did not remember. Which one have you watched? You don't watch movie. I've seen it from your sketch that you don't watch movie. I've seen it. That's not so that's a compliment. It's all about perspective. It's the other way you look at it. So what do we do like this? If we are the wrong candidate for my game, one time that I saw candidates, they are the wrong candidate for the game. Later take this thing to my house. I will later take it to my house. Anyways, enough of that. That was just to lighten up the mood. We are going into the panel session right about now. And if there's anything almost at the same time. So I want us to, as much as we can, pay rapt attention. Enjoy. instructions as much as we can. Ms. Rashida, Ms. Anna, and Ms. Praise for the citations of our panelists. Please a round of applause for them as they come forward. Young ladies, please come forward. All right, please a round of applause for them. Thank you very much. It should not go to waste. If not, I will take it home. All right, thank you very much, ma'am.
Lawyers specializing in taxation law, renowned as Niger tax lawyer, who had providers such as Black FIRS and Shibita and FIRS. Blessing has established herself as a leading expert in her field. Beyond her legal career, Blessing is a celebrated author and poet. Her debut poetry book, Raindrops, achieved remarkable success, selling over 20,000 copies and being listed on the Oyo State Accredited Book List for 2020 to 2023. Her second poetry book, published by Kakaki Publishers, also made the state work, has garnered critical acclaim, selling over 2,000 copies. Notably, Petrico has earned Blessing a prestigious nomination for the MIPLG Literary Creative Award for Poesy and Teaching. This recognition underscores her talent and contribution to the literary world. As a passionate advocate for literature and creative expression, Blessing founded and manages Sokoka Books Limited, a traditional publishing company dedicated to identifying literature. She's trying talent. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Zainab Afalabi, a dedicated and proactive legal professional with a strong foundation in legal terminology, general law, and legal proceedings, currently serving as an associate at Olisa Bakoba Legal, an alumnus of the Faculty of Law, Obafemi Awolowo University, and a graduate of the Nigerian Law School. Ms. Zainab commenced her legal career with a graduate trainee position at Festus Ogunleke. Her tenure as an NYSC associate at Olisa Bakoba Legal Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. She exhibits meticulous detail orientation, excellent research and investigative skills, and exceptional organizational abilities. Known for her thoroughness and diligence, Ms. Afalabi exercises independent judgment and decision-making skills while retaining the highest regard as a valuable team player.
It's a very big. Before joining the services of the university as a lecturer, Dr. Oduniyi had previously been in private legal service. He has also worked in the Civil Litigation Department of the Ogun State Ministry of Justice. Dr. Oduniyi has overseen the teaching and mentorship of students in the faculty. He has Nigerian law, international, including the Nigerian Bar Association, Nigerian Institute of Management, Nigerian Law Teachers Association, and very recently the Chartered Institute of Peer-Reviewed Journals, and has attended various conferences and seminars. He is happily married with children.
Thank you very much, ma'am. All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please, I'll be welcoming the host of the panel session. Good. So, the first person. Thank you so much, ma'am. And as we are doing that, can we also welcome Dr. Oduniyi, the senior lecturer in the Faculty of Law, OUU. Please don't stop clapping, Dr. Oduniyi. And finally, can we welcome Mr. Jega Oluwatobi. Please, a round of applause as he comes up. Don't stop clapping. Thank you so much, sir. Alright. Once again, I want to admonish us, this is the panel session. As much as we can, let us avoid distractions and pay attention. Thank you so much, everybody. Ms. Martin, over to you.
Thank you very much.
Alright, good afternoon everyone, good afternoon sir, good afternoon ma, and party organizers. For about 30 minutes, we'll be having this panel session. Okay, as the lady has said, I will be giving you Dr. Oduniyi. students that you've interacted with, how and why would you nudge the current ones to a career path beyond beyond the regular human rights and whatnot? So if you would, why would you tell them to consider beyond the conservative Labour Party, and how so?
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I would have probably loved more days, and particularly lower classes in the faculty to be here, so that you could benefit from this. Now, legal practice has evolved. That's just the truth. I'm happy Mr. Salami is here, and the guy is also here. It has gone beyond going to court. I have cases in court, and yes, that's the traditional way. But practice has evolved. Every area of human existence now needs a lawyer. I was sharing some students recently. I got an offer recently from somewhere abroad, and the only reason why I did not pursue that offer was because they asked me, and it was shocking that I did not even lay my hands on no publication on artificial intelligence and the law. I'm telling you this so that you see that law is no longer static, not as it used to be. You have to be evolving. Now, going down to our students, how do you take it up from here? Your dresses, time management. I was a little bit embarrassed when I guess I was saying we started this program quite late behind schedule. When you talk about secretary, you must have impeccable command of English language, both in speaking and writing. So those are things that will actually expose you to other things. Now, so let me get back to what I'm saying now. We talk about ethics of the profession and all that. There are also other things you also need to know about it. As a student, you have to be diligent. I always tell students, go beyond the classroom. Go beyond the classroom. Read wide. Expose yourself to things that are vast knowledge, vast areas of you can actually delve into. And you'll be surprised. Information technology is really vast. You can pick an aspect of it and decide to go into that area. Do we understand? So it's not just traditional method of going to court. I've been to court as a private practitioner, and I've worked with government. Yes, it could be interesting, but it's strenuous. It's exacting. I remember something because you must make 9 a.m. in court, and you still meet traffic along the third line bridge, and that was it. So law has evolved. Of course, not everybody will go to court and engage in litigation. There are various areas now. Various areas. In fact, recently now I got to know that even MBAs now, specifically for those that don't have legal units, a lawyer is relevant in every sector. There are various areas, and expose yourself. Of course, not all of us will go to practice. Not all of us will become teachers like I am. Some of us have found ourselves on this path because they are perfect. But there are other emerging areas. In fact, there is somebody was telling me about animal rights. There are lawyers that's their area. Yeah, it sounds weird here. But I've read publications on the rights of animals. Of course, publications from abroad. Do you understand? It sounds funny. But people just go, okay, these people have rights. We should, do we understand? We are not talking now. Do we understand? This is not the class, the panel session. So you are saying nobody will penalize you for talking there. But these are some of the things.
I was wondering whether I would be the one to say that. Even Chief today I said it during his speech that he can't remember the last time he was weak or down. However, how seeing a word was whether or not or you should keep it.
That's actually very balanced. You are right and everything. So then when people meet me later, like, this girl or the other manager used to dress like that thing. Maybe a YC training or something. Most times you apply before going for NYC and then you apply for jobs, NYC associates with joining.
then you go for interviews, you get it, then you make sure you are posted to that state and everything. So the first day, somebody was like, oh, yeah, see, there's an opening at in South Africa leader for NYC Association. You want to try it? I was like, okay, no problem. Now that you're like 20, waiting for the interview. There was somebody, I was talking to somebody at UR campus, then she was like, that time I just was not out. So she was like, oh, this blah blah blah, and I met somebody I know from this school too, first class and everything, they just discussing blah blah blah, okay. They did just like people, and this person first class, you are good as okay, you're likely to finish well and everything, they just discussing and everything. I was supposed to travel to camp on that Friday and I wait for the interview, but because of the interview, I was unable to travel on that Friday. On Monday, I went to camp. It was a call from the practice manager of the program, so I can resume after my call to that. I got the work and everything. Upon resumption, the person that was talking to me, she was like, that day, the managing partner saw me first. I was on the news one night down. The black was giving, the shoes was giving and everything. But they asked me, oh, she should be good. Like, at least she's dressed nicely. Like you said, you are encouraged to stand up, like, representing your client and feel like, okay. And they might be good, though. They might pay them well. After that, girl, she's going to be good, 500K. It will be a big mistake. So, first of all, that is very, very important. Dress nice. You see people in course, the judge embarrass them. You'll be like, what are you wearing? This. So you will learn a question after taking the exam. First of all, I don't know. Arbitration was just something I started doing because of my welfare. It is not something that I had in mind. Actually, if you ask me what I had in mind, I don't have anything in mind. I just want to walk, get property lawyer, and thinking that, oh my God, I'm going to be a property lawyer. Tomorrow, do something in public, I'm like, I am going to be an executive director. That is it. Your area just keeps changing every day and every day. So I worked in my fair, and I was, my NYC, I was in litigation, public sector, and maritime. Then I liked maritime. Maritime is so cheap. And you know where they come money in maritime? We bought this vessel for $2 billion. We did this, we did that. This is this for me. I'm looking for money. It is maritime. Then after I worked in Adria, writing this position, is a senior lawyer. So, you know, not bad. It's actually because of maritime, you go and arrest the vessel, we are not going to go and find something like that. And it's just so pretty cheap. You are just in the office, it's online, nobody's going on technicalities, trying to throw a matter out of arbitration. Like, you know, when you go to court, some people don't have anything, but they have just said, my lord, it's supposed to be over 10. They kept their order 8 and we are taking it this time. Some judges actually don't buy all this nonsense. They'll be like, oh yeah, or build a right last time. You pay big money in arbitration. You pay your lawyers big money, you pay arbitrators big money. So even if you are going there to waste your time, it's on you. You lose a lot of money. If you are using an arbitral institution, you pay the arbitral institution for them to appoint arbitrators for you. You pay the arbitration, and most times this. So I think that's why most people are actually trying to subscribe to the idea of arbitration, because a lot of time arbitration is very expensive, extremely expensive, but you get what you want in time, and like in 3 months everybody is done. Now, like in court, you do the pre-trial conference or conference management in case they give where you stay. Then you go there one day, my lord will not be sitting on an official assignment. You go there the next time, adjourn formation 2 times, and it's not as if they adjourn this week, next week formation, except maritime business that they have to do. In 3 months, you have to be done, or when you're going to smoke in course, there's a time. Everybody staying there because of the bias that I don't know situation again. I spent money. So sometimes when your clients are saying that they want to go to investigation and stuff, yes, you can advise them, but in the long run, for like criminal cases and all those things, because I think there's now restorative justice or something. I don't know how that works actually, but most time.
Okay, thank you very, very much. I was actually going to ask some questions to your question. Yeah, sorry about that. So about arbitration, not kicking litigation out of court, it's more like, it's not the saying actually isn't really as though you do not want litigation at all, but more like you don't want it to get litigation. If it is in the lawyer's court, you don't want it to get litigation. But like, notice or something, the other party will be scared and shooting. But it is more like, can we begin, not necessarily arbitration now, I just use arbitration because we're more familiar with that exactly. So can we, is there any way, like, beyond going to court? Is there a midline between, a middle ground between arbitration and litigation for clients?
Yes, there's a middle line, because the way it works is that once your client comes to meet you that, okay, this person is going to be 200 million, blah, 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 just we are court, no. You serve letter of agreement. You try to hear from the other person. That is still arbitration. You are negotiating with the other person. Okay, come and pay. Let's draw. Maybe you can even draw a payment plan if your client is comfortable with that. That is arbitration. You are negotiating. Negotiating is a form of alternative dispute resolution. Even the court will ask you, what steps have you taken before you come here and say, okay, you want to start doing case? You have to, okay, this matter cannot be settled other than being in front of this court. So you will definitely have to do a form of AGR first before going to court. And there's actually always a middle line. There's always a middle line that you can just be like, okay. Sometimes you imagine like that person will not listen. I've called him 50 million times. He's not going to talk to me, he's not returning my calls, is this, is that, is that. Let's just go to court, don't waste your time. And then you call the person and just be like, he's not going to talk to you. Okay, this is. Can we reach a consensus like this? Like this. There are times that even in my firm, we do partial arbitration and partial AGR, then partial going to court. Because there are times that some matters become so contentious that the parties cannot settle this between themselves. It might be like maybe the agreement, something went missing, or like something is lost in translation. The court has to help you define what is even happening here. Just like, okay, I'm owing this person 100, I agree that I'm owing you 100 million, but the interest, no, I'm not going to agree to this interest. Okay, pay the money you are owing, let's go to court and once let God define what you are going to pay as interest. So sometimes,
Thank you very much for that. Alright, now we are to law school graduate, Professor Mr. Jeka. I'll start from Dr. Odumi. He said among the ethics that a law student has to have is communication, written, and oral control, command of English. And Ms. Zainab also mentioned, laid emphasis on we are interacting with more of the students when we read. And even if you tell some people that they need to have a good command of English, for example, most students are, to them, I'm a student as well, most students are saying that perhaps you only want, the only reason I need to know how to write, particularly for the finalists, they'll bring in projects, assessment pressure, somehow, some of the English that you think to the faculty. So
thank you very much for that question. First and foremost, it's a privilege. Thank you very much for that question. First and foremost, it's a privilege to be on this panel session. It's my lecturer, Dr. Donald Nugget and Youth and Work Society. So, straight to your question. Looking at dressing, for instance, is something that we as law students or lawyers, we have to really focus on it a lot. Because, well, right from the university, some of our lecturers, they actually caution us regarding our dressing. And while we were in school, we thought that, these lecturers food varies too much. What's the meaning of this? What's that? So, but going to law school, we saw that it was very crazy. So if relation regarding dressing and dressing properly, then you will have a very tough time. You cannot attend lectures dance before you are eligible to even write exam. So you can't write bar finals without you gain entrance to the lecture theatre or before you even thumbprint. Your dressing will be assessed. They are going to assess everybody's dressing. And even the people looking at, the people assessing it, they are not even lawyers. So sometimes the way they will talk to you, you feel like what's this? And even our lecturers will tell us that, see these people that are talking to you anyhow, they are not lawyers. As a lawyer, don't you know you are supposed to dress in the proper dressing? So, apart from the fact that you will not be allowed to turn print, let's say lecture is by 9 a.m. and you rushed, okay, let me dress up, but you are not dressing properly. So you got to where you want to turn print, let's say 5 minutes to 9. After scolding you and all that, they will send you back to your hostel to go and dress properly. There was a day that my seatmate, a lady, told me that she was sent to the hostel. But the dressing should be as sober, nothing too flashy, you are here for serious business. So, as lawyers, dressing says the whole lot. The whole is that for this profession, the way we dress actually maybe you are not. But if you are prepared for that time, before then, you will not find it difficult. You will not find it difficult in any way. So, the way you can get to do this is by preparing ahead of time. And how do you prepare ahead of time? That's it. Maybe you belong to, and that's why you have to maybe start from somewhere. Join organization that can help you put you out there in your organization. And a lot of students also, they are fond of this. You join an organization, okay, and maybe they don't remember you for like maybe putting you out there to do something. You can maybe walk up to anybody in charge that, please, I'd like to present in the next meeting, in the next general meeting. I'd like to see this. Or even if you don't do that, you can make a contribution to what is going on. It's not like you should go for meetings. Apart from that also, you can participate in a lot of things. Let's say Moot and Work, they will surely, when you are asked to do something and you are a member of Moot and Work, just do it and make sure you participate. Even if you cannot do it very well, you can talk to people that do it often also. That how did you, or how were you able to do this thing? Or you can watch people that do it also. One day, I'm sure that it will not be a problem to you at all. And that also applies to
I feel like asking is going to give us from the student aspect. So it's going to be most likely more in our favor than against us. So I'm asking you, that dressing, you've been in the faculty for a while, and I would like to believe that you've seen several students dressed in different ways. I mean, there would have been a year when most of the students were composing with white spot shirt, apple shirt, and trouser or skirt and all of that. Now, say last year, this year, 2023, we now have the stylists, we now have the fashionistas, we now have the Gen Zs in the faculty. My question is, should we dress according to, as law students, that is, would you say that we should dress according to law standards strictly, or we should dress according to the standard of the environment that we are going to?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. And before you ask the question, the way you coined it, I had to have a thing like, okay, how do I present this answer? Now let me ask you a question. And it comes and is in Agbada, it's cap. Look at things are evolving. When things are evolving, it's reasonable. Yeah. When things are evolving, it's reasonable. Yes. So when the show is like this, this one is Afolabi. What can be classy, you can still dress well. Because you want to meet a client, you won't go in the regular public transport. You take Uber. Client, you won't go in the regular public transport. You take Uber because you want to present. I took my vehicle there. You want to present. I took my vehicle there to appear like a lawyer. You don't take it. We have a dress code already in the factory. White socks, Good. Those things are very nice when you are out. White socks, Good. Those things are very nice when you are outside the faculty. You are not going for lectures. But when you are coming to the law faculty, you are not in masquerade. You are not doing. So those are some of the things that I feel students they take it to the extreme. The reasoning. Those 2-3 years have been more traumatic for dressing. I'll use that word. Traumatic. Yes, that's the word I'll use. Traumatic. But many years ago, it wasn't this bad. Don't worry.
Thank you very much, sir. So guys, please, be reasonable your dressing.
And we'll be moving to the final round of questions because we are short of time actually. So it's just going to be based on career trajectory. I'll start with Zainab, since you have the mic already. Arbitration, basically.
I would like for you to, I'm going to be very simple. I would like for you to teach arbitration to me. However, considering that at least I know of ICMC training and it is quite cost. Now considering that cost.
Dressing. The thing is, shifting from black and white, especially for the other colors, can be kind of somehow. There's just like this black and white is good, maybe wear a color today, then wearing like a yellow and green or red and blue. See this skirt, I've killed this. And do this, then you are not even comfortable with yourself. You are thinking that everyone is looking at you. They are probably looking at you, but they are not looking at you. But you are not comfortable with it. So one thing I used to tell you is that for a shift, ladies, I don't know about me. Ladies, include heels in your dressing. It's like takes your dressing from them. This clothes I'm wearing is very basic. It's extremely basic. So I want us to know around colors. And you can even wear Ankara, native colors. Friday, you want to say the judge wants to come out with, but then you are like scared of mixing the colors. What I started with was my shoes. I have blue shoes, I have red shoes, I have blue shoes, I have something. Even if I can come with black, my scarf, my scarf and my shoes and my bag, those are those things that match. So you can just start with your heels, your accessories with other colors. Then there are some, like if Buni is the one that made this brand, just follow people. There's this babe, her name is Chinasa on LinkedIn.
So we are getting style.
So Chinasa is very popular. I don't know, for Lagos Lawyer, she's very popular. She hosts events and stuff. You might know her on LinkedIn. She's very fashionable. They call her the fashion lawyer. She's very fashionable. You see, sometimes I follow people that like when she tags clothes on Instagram, I follow her and just like let me get something from this person and stuff. So you can just follow lawyers that you feel that style work with you and just get that. So instead of saying okay, you want to pivot and just start dressing like an idiot, you can just do that. So I don't know how to preach arbitration to you because first of all, me I don't have any other certification in arbitration. When you are in law school, if you can just get the certification for ICMC or something. Even I think CR actually has a package for law students to law school, even universities. Some of them have that package. So instead of making like the full cost, you feel like half or something. And it's even very reasonable there because you can ask your father to pay for you and he pays the money. You can ask your mom to pay for you and you pay. Anybody that is your sponsor or something, they pay for you. But now I can't tell my father to come and pay for me. I want to go and do CRM. Now they will give me money. You want to still do CRM and something like please be reasonable and all those things. So the best thing for you to get a certification is actually get it done when you're in school to cut costs. Get it done while you're in school. And another thing is that you can actually do this thing without certification. Certification is good, but trust me, nobody is going to come to be an arbitrator in the matter. come. Even though I have the certification, nobody is going to come and be an arbitrator in the matter. What is your experience? What have you certain? That you now be like, is you, yeah, it's not that kind of thing like, nobody is giving me that drink. You build conferences, you meet people, you tell them, your work, you write articles a lot on ADR. There are times that, I know somebody in my firm, she's just 3 years post school. She sits as secretary. They need secretaries at all those panels. They need secretary. They are not is the secretary of this panel. She's actually a member of CRR. Okay, she can do it because we have employers that can do it, that are members of CRR and so. So she gets it. There may be one lawyer or maybe like a co-arbitrator that was working in that panel, saw how good the person is. Then the person fortunately gets to be a chair in another panel. There's this girl that was in that panel. She turns in minutes, everything, early, she gets everything, she grabs everything, she transcribes and everything. Let us just use her. Then you go like that, you go like that. You have been a secretary in like 4 or 5 panels. But let me tell you something. Somebody that is trying to, most people that do arbitration in Nigeria, they go big. They are trying to recover 300 billion. They are trying to recover as much as $500,000. I'm telling you, they will not call you. Even if this, maybe like what is the institution, maybe like NICA be saying, this person is a good person. Like, they will raise the preliminary, the councils, even if the parties are not aware of what is going on, the councils will raise the preliminary arbitration straight. Because what they used to do in all those things, first things first, if you are interested in becoming an arbitrator for a particular institution, even though you have a membership, you are maybe an associate member or fellow of the institution, once they want to go for this, they submit your resume to the parties, to their councils. They go to like 5, 6 resumes. What have you done? Nothing. But you want to come and chair this arbitration. So no matter how interesting arbitration, you get a reverse transfer, you write election notice, the person does not go, you find a place in the court, you get something to eat with litigation. You definitely get something to eat. That's one thing about litigation. People in my area, sometimes there's some landlord that my father is landlord in my area, he has brought me to people. If they get it, if they don't get it, if you are able to recover the policy and not able to recover the policy in time, they are willing to take the risk. Nobody is going to take the risk of like 500 million naira risk. No matter the collection your father has. No, it is money. Everybody is willing to make. Have your practice area. Like a practice area that can still bring you money at your early stage of life. Then push, find what there's construction arbitration, there's technology arbitration, there's whatever you want to think of it, there's the arbitration. So you like arbitration, you like AGR, you like negotiation, you like mediation. Find something else that interests you, then link it with they actually like you. You will not make money. It's not unless maybe that you don't even like money, you need experience. You can't sit and be praying to God the practice, hoping that one day you get an arbitration because you're a member of NICA, ICMC, CRR, something. And arbitration, my other is to say it is a court. It is a court. Otherwise, like 50 years at the bar, you still say that it is a court. Even lawyers like big sons, big learned seats, they will not get it because that click. There will always, I'm not saying trying to discourage you, but the rotation is in-house. The rotation, the money is big. No, the money click. If you are not on the table, you are not going to feed from it. Because, okay, now they are saying that somebody, let's say, for example, now, maybe let's say, if a law is different. If a law sends, maybe every end of the year, they send this kind of coach package to CRR, send it to NICA, send it to ICMC, and this thing. If ICMC gives them a lot of arbitration gigs this year, they send package next year. But what they will give them next year, the kind of gigs they will give them next year, it's just the way it works. It's not as if they are trying to be dissonant. And because if let me say maybe like First Bank now goes to ICMC this year and be like, ICMC please help us appoint a sole arbitrator, and they appoint an arbitrator that is just that they have to go to court to be contesting award and everything. Do you think First Bank will go to ICMC next year? So start for their business, they won't still come back to you and stuff. So there's no way. So arbitration is good. Negotiation, whatever kind of alternative disposition you have in mind is very, very, very good. It's actually very, very good. But as people that are just stepping into the legal space, I will not send it to you. I will not advise you. Yes, get your certification. It helps. Actual certification helps. See, the quality is like infinity stones. After I finish like this chapter, exam, this, get CRM, get this, get that. Certificates are very, very good because you just something might not have used to before, but just a job opportunity. They want somebody that has an exam, that has this, that has that, and you can apply for it. It's good for your starting stage and everything because you can get certification in the long run. It will be useful. You go to conference, you meet people, and their conferences are even very, very expensive. Extremely expensive. Then sometimes they will not even do it in Lagos or wherever you are staying. They are going to Abuja. You are traveling, let's say you pay 150K for conference fee. You are traveling to Abuja, maybe a return ticket, maybe 300K. You are not going to sleep on the road. You get hotels. And you are not getting money from it. Other practice, you can do sports, you can do entertainment. Those are actually very new things that's actually bringing money for people. You can do tech. Everybody's in tech now. Tech is kind of certificated to me. Everybody's doing tech. I'm a tech player, I'm a fintech, I work in fintech, I work in this, I work in that. There are other practices. There's corporate. Corporate is even like the most diverse thing people are looking to them. People are doing just equity in cities and be like, and AGR experts and this and this. So that's justice. Do all that is. Leave AGR for now. We get there. We'll do all that is. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. In as much as I would love to have us speak more, we've had two people come to the personal that will attend us thereafter. Mr. Jagawalos.
Okay, thank you very much. In fact, Miss Afolabi spoke my mind. She said a lot of things I would have wanted to also concentrate on. Now, let me tell you this. The reason why I actually tried joining the CRD UK was that when I was in the Ministry of Justice, we were handling a matter, and they had to invite us back to arbitration. And our Attorney General then was defending. So he said, okay, no problem. Mr. Abdul, why not join us as part of that? Was the only time I had the privilege to sit. And let me tell you, what he said is like a court. When I got there that day, I had to look at myself. Did I dress well as a state counsel? The people there, I now noticed that they know each other. Even though they greeted each other and all that. For you to get into that space, you need the years of experience, you need the connection. I'm a member, just like she said, you are traveling to Port Harcourt. When I got here, some years, when I joined there, I was still coming from the Ministry of Justice after some years. I know I would travel for MBA conference, travel for SCR conference. That was the time I even traveled to Abuja, where I took flight. But trust me, I can't be doing that. And she has a question, are you going there to get money? I'll pay for hotel, pay for flights, pay for by myself, self-sponsor. So I just said, I'm not attending again for our students. Start developing it. When I was in the Ministry of Justice, I was in civil litigation for some years. Suddenly, I just took me to legal drafting, legislative drafting. I didn't know anything about it. All true. But trust me, I learned in fact, that was when I knew that this thing is just, they are just this, By the time they see my National Assembly, they're not the ones doing the work, though. We would have done it at the background. Sleepless nights, long title, short title, underline works. Those are things. So now when someone is talking about legislative drafting, I'm not a novice there. Don't think that any area of law is useless. Sincerely, don't think any area of, you may just go to environmental law and we all talk about pressure from all over now and the world because of that. Create a niche but just like she said, let me end here. When you are starting afresh, please try litigation. Don't just say, I want to be an attorney, I want to be, and you are focusing on that. Have something by the side. I used to tell people when I was in private practice, you can wake up this morning, you don't have up to 5,000 in your account, and you just get a call. And before the end of that day, you can have like 400,000. That's it. Somebody will just call you that, please, we have this, we need to do this, you have action, and before then, you can't, Keep renewable energy and you develop yourself on it. Keep reading about it, start writing. Even as a student, you can start writing and publishing articles. People will know you. There are persons that they've not met me physically, but they've read my work. Do you understand? So develop yourself. When you have to speak in public, please, if you make mistake today, you won't make it tomorrow. When I was here, I was a member of the Nation Chambers. I later became the president. Those things exposed me. I was talking to the likes of Kennedy and Augustus Pedro as a student. I was sending them mails. So when I do the exam, people say, how did you learn this? I've learned it through the, you are studying law and you are shy, you are hiding yourself. How would I give you my case when you cannot even speak for yourself? And I see the way you are just finding your arbitration. You need good command of English. You need to have good character. You must be smart. You must be brilliant. You must know your worth. Those things will apply to everybody. Not all of us will be in court, but any area you find yourself, please make sure you are doing well. Make sure you are excellent. I'm sorry I'm using her as an example again. She has not disappointed me. And please, let's give her a round of applause for that. When you see someone that is doing well, commend such a person. Do you understand? And the guy is also here. Even though we had issues when he was here as a student, but he's doing well. And that takes me to the last point. Pick very good mentors. You cannot do it alone. I'm here today because some people picked me up. Do you understand? Pick good mentors, people that will guide you. Some of you take decisions that are terrible, not because you are not brilliant or you are not intelligent, but you do not avail yourself of the mentors you have at this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right. Thank you very much, sir. I'll be starting from one of the things that you said and what I've talked about before regarding the fact that you really need to develop yourself right from here. So the reason why that is very important is because, well, things that you cannot learn within the four walls of the classroom alone. So what you have to do is for you to develop yourself. And like he rightly said, there are no area of law is useless. No area of law is useless. And one thing that can distinguish you as a law student or as a lawyer is for you to be vast in different fields. Because you don't know the particular one that you might need at the end of the day. So you have to develop yourself, you have to keep reading. And me personally, one of the things that I did or I keep doing is that anything that is going to add value to my legal career, I'm down for it. Right from when I was in university, I'm down for it. So this should also be your own listing. Do lots and lots of academic research that relates to law. Go for internships. It's very important. Go for internships. It's not necessary for you to start from maybe a tier 1 internship. From here, you don't know where God is taking you to. Also, you can also attend lots and lots of seminars and conferences like this. And like Zainab already said, some of these conferences, they are very, normally you are supposed to pay exorbitant amount to attend conferences. But you have to develop yourself right from this moment so that you will be able to evaluate sometimes in April. And at the interview stage, the first question that at Rivers State yesterday, that state of emergency was declared. And I actually researched about it because I was very interested. This thing that the president has done, is he right or wrong? I had to look at you might need anything at any point in time regarding this profession. You don't know the particular one that you might need. So you must always be hungry for knowledge. You must organization. It's not enough for you to join alone. You must actively participate in them. You must try as much as possible to let that organization that you are participating actively. You must read as much as possible. Apart from your class notes, read, participate in things, participate in competitions, try as much as possible to learn, get a mentor, like Dr. Dunia said, get a mentor that can actually guide you so that something. And you, how you do this thing? Please, I remember that when I was in Mutamok, because I joined as a direct entry student. So, like, one of the reasons why I want to actually be a lawyer is to go to court, to go and do all those advocacy and all those things. So that's really, before doing it, I will try out, I will try as much as possible to participate in the way, but at the end of the day, after tryout, doing overnight, doing a lot of these things, I will not get selected for the competition. But I did not allow that to deter me at all. I didn't allow it to affect me. But lo and behold, later on, due to consistency, my hunger for knowledge, meeting with people that are good in these things, I will meet up with them that, how were you able to do this thing? Please, let me meet in your front. Let me do this. Please correct me in areas that I did not do well. And as time went by, when I got to 300 level, I could do these things without any form of stress. And by God's grace, we won lots of national and international competition for the faculty, for the school. We were doing this I don't know if you see many of these awards that are there. So, whatever you want to do is not possible for you to just wake up one morning and be able to do it sufficiently. It takes consistency, be consistent in doing it, and try as much as possible to continue to groom yourself so that you will be good at whatever you need to do. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you to all our academics. I think we can do more than that after our Thank you very much for taking your time. So, can we have the sort of workout to take?
Alright, please can you give them a big round of applause? You can do better. The amount of knowledge that you're giving us from the panel session is gold. Yes, thank you so much, stars. Thank you so much, Ma, for the in-depth knowledge. Alright, we'll be going into probably one of the last one person clear. Alright.
So what I learned basically was about ethics. So like ethics is about the way you dress, that is your first impression, is the lasting impression. And one thing I also learned is that we should always like know how to communicate. We should build ourselves. We should join organizations, chambers, we should participate, and those things build our confidence.
Thank you so much, Ma. So you mentioned that you learned something about dressing. Please stand up, thank you. On behalf of myself and the BNN, I learned that. Thank you very much, Ma. So she mentioned that your dressing is the way you are dressed, and I think I have just very few gifts left. So when I call again for the next session, needing help to visit us, please a round of applause for them. Keaton Empires, Eri Folami Sharif, Mistura Olabisi, Dress Right by Amma, Campus Toki, Best Grade Activers Academy, Justice Anu Olufunke, I'm sorry if I'm not that name, Lockstra, Bilal Abdusamad Taiwo, Jimo Abdusamad Bolaji, Okundo Precious, thank you so much. We are super grateful for you guys, and we appreciate your support for this program. Without you, this program could not have come to life. And that said, we'll be going into the last session for today, and I would love to invite Miss Mistura Olaolubisi.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So I'll be reading the citation of John Ukwenga, the Pajon. John Ukwenga, widely known as the Pajon, is a distinguished educationist, renowned for his exceptional and creative teaching methodology that seamlessly blends fun with learning. As the founder and CEO of Best Grade Achievers Academy, he has been instrumental in transforming education in Nigeria. With a strong educational background from the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, with a bachelor's degree in chemistry education, the Pajon has built a 3,000 OAU graduates impacted. Please, let's give him a round of applause. As a master trainer, the Pajon had over 500,000 students with his dynamic style. Is it easy? Beyond his academic achievements, the Pajon's commitment to educational empowerment is evident through his philanthropic initiatives. He provides scholarships to students at Best Grade Achievers Academy and OAU, advancing his vision for social impact. Advancing his vision for social impact and inclusive education, with his dedication and innovative approach, the Pajon continues to make a lasting impact on the educational landscape in Nigeria. Join me as I welcome John Ukwenga, popularly known as the Pajon.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, when I got in here, the way you addressed is so, corporate and all. I was billed by Jenga and my MC. MC. I do, yes, sir. All right, so we are waiting doctors. All right, very quickly, I am a teacher by profession. Woo! All this plenty grammar you guys are speaking here, I know some of you. Can I be down to earth? Amen? I also feel like I'm shaitan rojim. I don't have Muslims here. I also feel like I'm shaitan rojim. All right, very quickly, I was saying here is very alien to you. You're asking yourself, what am I doing in law? I pray very quickly you find your written, and you shall not fail in life. Now, if you are going to say in law, being a student, tell your neighbor, tell your neighbor, there are no two ways about it. When I see Dr. Denny, I see a lot of myself in him, a loving father, a consuming fire, not on speed, but I really want to appreciate his effort. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Denny. Not very much, but I don't think he will be invited here. Every single student here has something very important to say about Dr. Denny. A round of applause for the man. One more time, I will quickly say, I have just a very few minutes to spend it. I want to say that take academics seriously. Don't build yourself capacity like Jack. You can. I put it to you that there are some doors tested by the devil. He said, "You want to be the law? Is it by being the law? It's not by being the law. I put it to you again. It's not by being the law. If you want to be the law, Egbon Adubo, not as a graduate of Obafemi Awolowo University. I say this again. There are some students here that are outside this campus. They came all the way from Unilag. A round of applause for them also, please. I put it to you, everybody, that if I ask a question now, that what exactly are you doing on this campus? What do you think you will say? I just need two answers from people. Who can volunteer? The reason you came to OAU campus, number one. Study and be level yourself. Okay, who else? Please, somebody else.
I came to OAU because I feel like this is the best place I can try.
Oh, a round of applause for this lady. Who else wants to say something nice? No, let me go to the back now. Ross, I'm coming. Yes, let me have it.
To make connections.
This one hits my chest. To make connections. Who else wants to say something? LD competition.
teachers told me that I cannot get admission into it, and I did that.
Creating more social capital.
Not two. I'll take just 2 more and I'm done.
Proud to discover myself and like be successful in life. Basically, that's the most important thing.
Okay. One more, just one more. I will give that lady looking at me. Yes, let's have it.
OAU campus is known for their high standard in education, their network basically, and how can I put it, the charge they have about the social space and everything. If you can hear a student say, I'm from OAU, there is something about your head that will look at, okay, she's from OAU, graduated from OAU. They just have this network, this space, and this charge they have over people.
All right. So going back to me, what do I have to say about being a student of Great Ife? Ha! Great Ife, Africa's most beautiful campus. We are cautious, vigilant, progressive, and Luther against all oppression. Shibi? Go to it. Now see, 2 major things I always say are the reasons you came to this campus. Number 1, for education and certificate. Number 1, for education and certificate. Number 2, to meet Jeda. Yes. Number 2, to meet Zainab. Number 2, to meet Bilal. Number 2, to meet the person seated the person seated as arrows are in the hands of a mighty man, so are children in the hands of God. You see, you see the way sun and moon control the whole day and night. As if he say it shine for you today, it is dark tomorrow. Some students resume with 2 parents, graduate with 1. Some resume with 2, graduate with 2. Some resume with 2, graduate with 1. Bro, it's sure for you today, no me say it will sure for you tomorrow. I am saying this because the most important out of the 2, they say follow who know Shebi. Only ten to more way, no more way. Association can take you very far, farther than what even you know. Are you following me here? A lot of you just claim to be law students. Dr. Chegaza, I salute authority. Oh, sorry, Dr. Denisa, I salute authority. Well done, sir. I commended you. Please, a round of applause for him again. When I see fathers in the house, it's not easy. It's not easy. Someone like him, they are king makers. They might never wear the crown, but they help you wear the crown. It's not easy. Now, one thing I want to say to everybody here is, I know you are in law, you are not an in-law. Go and make friends with accounting students. I know you are in law, go and make friends with people in engineering. OAU law students, I beg you in God's name, do not undermine the power of association. Yes, you read, yes, you are widely read, yes, you dress. In all of these things, if you do not associate well, you just might be in a place for a very long time. Ask Joseph. With all your dreams and interpretations, you will remain in prison. You will remain in prison. Only by association. And that is why whatever you must do, make sure they know you. Some of you just like what they were saying before now, you join moot and mock court. Or you are in a particular place, but you are very redundant. Nobody knows you for nothing. Between between you and President Tinubu, they're just 4 people. Just 4. You know somebody that knows Tinubu, but you just don't know. Most times, when you leave this campus, in the next 3, 2, 4, 5 years, it is no longer about what you know, it's about who knew you when you were in school. Sometimes you rise faster by people that remember that, when I was in prison, there was this young man that interpreted my dream. And I put it to you again. 2 things. Number 1, read your word. Learn. Build academics, build capacity, build character building, build credit. And I pray for you, may God bring you to the camp of kings and men matter and care. Because it's not just about bringing you there, you must be able to stay there. Not just achieve power to stay. I say it again to you again, my people. I beg in God's name. You are in law, does not mean you should not make friends with medical doctors. The FCC. Sometimes it's just one phone call can end your case. Like that lady was discussing that how can we keep cases out of the court association. Just one phone call can change everything. And you don't have to go to court at all. We know that you should read and have a relationship. The reading part is because it is better for you to have a certificate and not need it than to need a certificate and not have it.
Move it.
I remember Dr. Denny said, sir, am I correct?
Open it.
He was supposed to take a particular offer, but they asked him if you are going to communication between law and AI.
No.
Just one thing, which it is better for you to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. What does that mean? Take your academics seriously. I had very few friends while I was on campus that finished from law but don't know anything in law. Yes. And if you check well, I know some people that are businessmen in More, that are in law studying at OAU. Everybody wants to upgrade. Academically, you must upgrade. You that are younger ones around you, if you check your law department, if you have it and not need it, and for you to need it and not have it, some of them are see, if they say this thing in Yoruba, say today or tomorrow is happening like it is coming, because today is going, without understanding that the way it is going now, it will become yesterday. Look beside you. Whatever they are now, you want, or whatever you think you are now, they want you here. I will say that again. The older people around you, whatever you think you are now, they want you here. You have the time, you have the energy, you have everything. But 1, academically be sound. If you don't have capacity, build capacity. If you don't have capacity, look, it does not come easy. You are a law student of great effect. If a law, you are a law student of great effect. After the shiny shoes and all the open, if they ask you, they attend different conferences, some of you are in law, you cannot. Another thing I want to say, please, build self-confidence. Build self-confidence. They call this in self-esteem. Some of you do not have self-esteem in everything you do on this campus. The way this man is seated there, apart from the fact that he's a loving father, if you don't have confidence, you might not be able to meet him. It is by himself that he might draw close to you, but you have to move. Very important. This sign shall follow them that believe. If you don't move, it cannot follow. Extend your hand so that a mentor can carry you. Are you following me, my people here? Yes, but I beg you in God's name, above all, relationships and association will take you farther than what you ever believe or however believe you can believe you can ever have credible relationship. Of course, I know that if I go somewhere and I say I want to buy a Lamborghini for 500 million, but I'll pay in the next 2 weeks, will they give it to me? Please, I beg. And I say I will pay in the next 2 weeks, will they give it to me? But if Dangote calls the company on my behalf and says a young man is with you now, he needs a Lamborghini, he will give you money in the next. Dangote, you don't rise in life by only what you know, but who, it is by who you know. May God bring you in camp of men that matter and kings and keep you there. Lastly, I want to say, academically is very, very vast. In this world that we are now, being a lawyer is not all about going to court, from what Zainab said, and of course, and the chief that came initially. There are a lot of things you can do as a lawyer. In fact, there is matter everywhere, matter plenty. I am telling you, matter plenty. If a law is to build on this land now, it's a court case. If they don't settle it to be settled, it's a court case. I want to say this again. My fans, I beg, no vex. One more time. Number one, you should do what? Talk to me now. Read wide, Abi. Build capacity. Number two, build credible relationship by association. And may God help everybody here. One more time I pray for you. May God bring you the camp of men that matter and kings and keep you there. Apart from being the camp of kings, may God make you a king. So that even people will stand before you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. Please a big round of applause. Things that they said. What are they? The first one. The second one. Build credible relationships. Build credible relationships. As much as you are all those things, it's paramount that you relate with people in other departments, other sub-sectors, and all of that. So thank you much once again, sir. Please a big round of applause for Power John. And sir, in a life of building credible relationship, I can see, as you said, sir, we are both native doctors. I can come and well done, sir. I will see you later, sir. Please a round of applause for Power John. All right, we are going into the giving of the awards for the competition right about now. But just before we do that, I would love to appreciate the presence of Miss. So please a big round of applause for Mr. Timileyu by hey, no, Jesus.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone for turning. Well, before I announce the results, so this competition is not a two-team competition. We started from a memorial stage where we had 8 schools, including Obafemi Awolowo University. Please appreciate them. University of Oyo State, Osun State University, University of Calabar, University of Ilorin, and Salem University, Kogi State. And after the memorial writing competition, so we had the moot round, where 6 out of these 8 schools qualified. Lagos State University, Salem for the finalists that you have here today, and our second runner-up. So I'm pleased to announce that the second runner-up for this competition is no other than the Lagos State University. And trust me, thank you. All right, so proceeding to the results for today. So we had the work session. Once again, I want to actually appreciate. Can both team rise while we appreciate them? Both team for Team OAU and Team Greenland. Can you guys rise while we appreciate them? Can you guys rise while we appreciate them, please? Very bright mind. I've learned a lot today, even though I was not concentrating. I learned so much. Thank you so much for adding to legal knowledge, and thank you for honoring the Quill and Justice 2025. Thank you. All right, so announcing. So I'll start from the second round. Sorry, the first round is the University of Timileyu Badera. Someone, you guys don't do that in university. Total point of 74. Please appreciate them. University of Lagos. All right. The winner of the competition is no other university than Obafemi Awolowo University, with a total point of 27 points. All right. So we are going to be having an award plaque that is going to be sent across to each of the teams, and a cash prize that is going to be sent across to each of the teams. Thank you so much for participating in the Quill and Justice National Conference and Competition 2025.
Please a big round of applause for Mr. Chairman. Alright, very quickly, we want to do something to honor Pa John. Pa John, please can I have you up here, sir? Mr. Bilal of BNL, yes sir. So we want to give you an award to appreciate you for making time and for the knowledge that you have dispersed here. Thank you so much for coming around, sir. We are super, super grateful. Alright.
First of all, I know Pa John since 2022, and since then, I don't want to say he has been a mentor, but he has been an inspirator to me. So this award is not coming as, it's not given to him only as a loving father or as a consuming fire, but as a solid instructor, as an orator, as a mentor. And I know we can start this as a mentor. So this is Bilal Lecture and Conference, John Ukwenga, the Pajo, in recognition of your contribution and services to the academic excellence of students across the nation. Presented this day, Thursday, 22nd of May, 2025, and we hope that it meets you.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, a round of applause for Pa John as he goes back to his seat. Alright. Alright, so I mentioned earlier that I have just one more gift left. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to give the gift because that one is hard, but it seems easy. I think it's something I can do. I think it's something I can try, but it looks easy. That gift, I don't want it to go there. It's not easy. So the idea he mentioned was you have to recite the alphabet from the back, like backwards, from Z, Y, W, X, Z, Y, X, W, U, S. Wow, this is how you If you know, it's not for you that you can recite the alphabet from backwards. Backwards from oh my God, fine, backwards. Come on, come, sharp. Please a round of applause for her. Alright, now this is the thing. You only have one chance. If you miss it, it's gone. Please, people of God, let me be noticing the time because I'm not sure I'm getting it right. Let's go.
Z, Y.
Okay, wait. Let's revisit the rules so that you will not use 10 years to think about it before you now move. This is 1 second. Z, Y, W, X, Y, Z. Oh my God, wow. So you get the idea, you have to be fast.
Z, Y, X, V.
Please a round of applause for her. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, let's try. Anybody will get them first. Who should we give the mic first? Pasque? Your name is Pasque? Pasteur? Oh, perspective. Perspective. That's. Alright. One more person, okay. So you are not coming to wait first. So if you are coming out now, visit the game. Don't worry, the gift is here. Before we revisit the game, can I quickly have Mr. Bilal? Mr. Bilal, please can we have you for your speech? Exactly. Thank you very much. Please round of applause for Mr. Bilal as he comes forward.
Thank you very much, everybody. The Alpha and Omega, the Dean Faculty of Law, the HODs, guest speakers, and Justice, officials, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and have everyone around. Praise be to God by His grace, good things are done, and by His power, we are guided to good things and blessings. To my parents, for the prayers and support, thank you, ma. Thank you, sir. To my twin sister, thank you so much. God bless you. Quill And Justice, which started as a mirage, takes its nitty-gritty from its name to be a final call to some contemporary issues in the day-to-day activities and the legal space generally. The duty to have a society where regardless of the status, the law prevails is own. Hence, this conference and competition to not only sanctify the legal space, but marks 3 years of existence of BLN, and in turn appreciates and acknowledges the tremendous contributions of the Prof. Bola, Mr. Obatode Ishola Bengalawa, Dean of Violence Solicitors, Justice Anoye Olufunke of the National Industrial Court, Dr. Mrs. Obi Amaka Aga, Managing Partners of the Leading Health Solicitors, Ukwenga John, the Father, CEO and founder of Desert Academy, BGA, Mr. Kuda Isi Yobaraje, and many others towards legal contribution in Nigeria through BLN. Your massive sponsorship is recognized and quite commendable, and we are not mistaken to believe that these contributions are a testament of great hard work and shared excellence. We are amused by your intellectualism, judicial expertise, and cabinet of your scholarly depth in the legal space, and the honors we have Quill and Justice as an antecedent of our nation and vision. Through this, we showcase the intellectual prowess, emerging legal talents across the nation, and provide a platform to express innovative ideas, insights, and perspectives on critical legal issues. Quill and Justice ends today in Iraq. The dream is that at an unknown hour, words spoken today be revered and referenced in legal and jurisprudential cases and debate. To my amazing BLN team, needless I repeat that you all are the real valuable prayers. To Fatia, the powerhouse of the team, Misura Motola, the ever reliable and proactive player, Miriam Ayobami, the intellectual writer, Okiki Mohamed, the cool-headed leader, Ibrahim Kaide, the very reserved chief player, Badru, the working portrait himself, Joshua, creativity impressive, Sheila, the overall boss lady, Timilei, the concept, Fatima, mother and baby of God, Anita, the all-rounder cadet, and Finn, follower, woman of the day. The partnership members, whose radiant faces have been aesthetically gracing the BLN spaces, Nancy, Praise, Rashida, Anna, Toyosi, Adeyemi, and especially Mr. Awalabisi, thank you so much for the support. Know that this is a collective work, and I appreciate you all for the success of this. It is our belief that all ethnic relationships comprise a ladder that eventually lead to every creature, to heaven. Therefore, each creature must than the next, since each room must be paid correctly, or no one will make it to heaven. I would rather be an ingrate if I cease to recognize and appreciate our darling lecturers in the Faculty of Law, Obafemi Awolowo University, in the presence of Dr. Oo Oduli Isa and Dr. Mrs. Abuloyi, whose moral support and contributions have a lot of merit. All were Josephine Omotode and Enziba Asset, the two gigantic pillars holding the pillars of Ife Law Community. We are grateful for this opportunity of collaboration. We hold in esteem your welcoming spirit and your zeal to be a part of this. Special thanks to my project chair. The story of Quill and Justice is incomplete without you. We appreciate your push and time. You are the permanent address to excellence, the clear rigor to success, and an enviable valuable player. Omishore Deborah. Follower Deborah, well done my girl. Also Ismail Balogun and Maeba supporting Wale Adiago of What Legal. I did appreciate your effort and unflinching commitment towards reaching the show of Quill and Justice possibility. Petrico in person, excellent creative writer, Blessing Folade in Ascensia, Ogunleye Olotobilo Bajega, thank you so much for honoring us despite the short notice. To the class of students that get BLM projects and articles out there every Thursday. I say a very big thank you to all of you, to all the working committees of the Quill and Justice National Community Follower. Thank you very much.
Please a big round of applause for Mr. Bilal. Alright, we are nearing the end of the program. I think we are almost done. We have what to say.
They should just get it. You have to do it and go, and you win the prize. Because of men. No, don't worry. There was another person. Alright, very quickly. Now, here is the thing. While I went out, breeze blew on my head. You see this head? Now, I just wait and try it. You should try it for time. So much journey as I came back in. I just came up with an idea for a game. So that's it, we are changing the game. Very quickly, we have 4 people, right? Can we line up here? Very quickly, very short, everybody can see our face. Now here is the idea for the game. It's called finish the sentence. Spread. I believe many of us are not too far. Good. I believe many of us are familiar with the game. It's very simple. You want to join them? Yes. I give you a sentence, then you continue with the sentence using the last word of the last person. For example, let's assume I say law is a great cause. What will you start with?
Cause is a word in the dictionary. Huh? Cause is a word in the dictionary.
You get good idea. Good. So that's it. Please spread. This is people think it's easy. It's not as easy as people think it is. I promise you. Law is a good cause. I said cause. That is good. That is the sentence. Because cause, there's a question mark. Don't worry. That's one trick I'm just giving you guys. So here is what we are going to do. To make it fast, I don't think we'll be using the mic. You have to make yourself audible enough for the audience. You understand? Alright, here is your word. Today is a good day. Wrong. A day that is bright. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. Please, a round of applause for him. Today is a good day. I did not say a day. Day. You start with the word very hard. You did not carry my phone. Okay. So this is how we do it. You have to be very fast. What's the word? Pajo, please.
Give them a word. Any sentence.
Chemistry.
Chemistry is a subject offered in secondary schools. School, that's always.
University is where we study. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for her. Pajo, give us a sentence, sir.
I hate being badly accused.
What's it loud?
I am very, very poor at swimming.
Swimming is a very good sport. Sports, we have sports like.
My friend, thank you for coming. Please, a round of applause for her. Alright, we have those 2 people. For the Mosul. Final round of the Mosul. Going to the Zabi Islands. Let's have it. Pajo.
I prefer eating to cooking.
Cooking is a word in the dictionary. Dictionary.
Thank you so much for coming. Please, a round of applause for her. I said. So here's what we are going to do. Because I want to win my prize too. So we have a final idea and you look like I'm very sharp. Pajo, sir, let's go.
What a mighty God we serve.
Service. All together is doing good. Is doing good.
Good Lord.
Lord and Savior of all kind.
Kind. Similar to nice.
Nice. The great musician.
Musician. A person that displays their art through vocals.
Vocals are ways of expressing yourself.
Yourself, myself, everybody.
She's good. Wow. People know English. Wow, I'm impressed. Please, a round of applause for her once again. Thank you so much. That's the worthy champion. Pajo, thank you so much for the sentences, sir. Alright, and with this, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have come to the end of this program. Once again, I want to appreciate us all for making time to remain on your let them know who you are. Just connect. Here to give. I mean, see inside this place. place, I be like, damn, ọjọ́ tí máa wọnú bíbí yìí sì máa fẹ́ ṣe mí léṣe. Àṣé is a lie. I be like Lagos people. You don't want to be proud. Lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ for me. You people have AC, you cannot on it. Look at how I'm sweating. Inside, I'm supposed to sue you people. Honestly speaking, love, I'm supposed to sue you. Nobody has my super education. Dr. Oduniyi were not teaching people. Would you people be lawyers? I mean, if you want to argue with me, they are better than lawyers. We should go. I did not graduate education and think we start waiting for lawyers to come and be flowing me. All right, thank you very much. Can we have the closing prayer?
Shall we close the eyes for prayer? Father, in Jesus' name, we thank you for bringing us to the end of this program. We thank you for everything we have been able to learn. We thank you for all the speakers, all the panelists. We say, may your name be highly exalted in Jesus' name. Father, Lord, we ask that the knowledge we have gained today, let it be useful and meaningful to us. Help us to put it to practice, and let your name be glorified in Jesus' name. As we go back to our various destinations, we plead your blessings upon everyone present, and we ask that you guide us in all our doings in Jesus' name. Thank you, Abba Father, for answering our prayers. For in Jesus' name we pray.
Please, a round of applause for please don't go. For volunteering to give us the closing prayer, you have won yourself a free and far. Cut your PLO at the end, so please see him after the program. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the Quill and Justice Conference. My name is Adedoku Timothy, also known as Buza. I am a music producer, content creator, and a master of ceremony.